Welcome back to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast. I, of course, am your host, KC Phoenix, and it is time for the full moon in Pisces reading. The full moon in Pisces starts on the 30th and continues to the 31st, which the 31st is the official day of the full moon in Pisces. Pisces is dreamy energy. Pisces are deep thinkers. Some might say, I don't know why the word esoteric comes to mind, but yeah. This energy, I guess the message is wake up, because you don't want to get too caught up in this dreamy energy. What you want to do is use the deep thought to get in touch with who you are, what you can do better. And it isn't just Pisces, the full moon in Pisces is doing this stuff. There are a lot of retrogrades happening right now, from Venus to Mercury to Jupiter going retrograde in September. Uranus or Uranus. I'm missing a planet. Saturn as well, retrograde right now. So lots of retrogrades happening, which creates a lot of reflection. This is a time to recognize certain things and then move forward. Don't stay hung up in it. So I'm using 3 decks. I'm using an affirmations deck. I am using an oracle deck that is more about self-reflection, and I'm using a tarot deck. So let's go ahead and get started and see what we get. So, and also for my long-time listeners, long-time watchers, I'm telling you now, pull up a chair, get comfortable. We're taking our time on this one. All right, so for affirmation cards, first one, I use my failures as a stepping stone. I use my failures as a stepping stone. And it says on the back, what is a time when you experience failure and what did you learn? Again, reflection. Thinking about what happened, what did you learn? Don't stay hung up on it. Move forward. Right? Other affirmation. I will not compare myself to strangers on the internet. I will not compare myself to strangers on the internet. On the back it says, why do I compare myself to others? How to cope with my insecurities? How do I stop comparing myself to others? Sometimes it's natural to compare, because it's almost like some people want to have, I guess you could say, a baseline as to, well, am I doing a good job? All right, well, what about this person? We're the same age. We have similar educational background. Okay, so how are they doing? How am I doing? That's understandable. At the same time, you don't want to do that. I always tell people I don't compare myself to others because I'm incomparable, or incomparable, as some say. What you want to do is compare yourself to you. Have you made progress? Are you better today than you were yesterday? Not, are you better than such and such today? No. Are you better today than you were yesterday with your past self? If you can answer yes to that, that lets you know you're making progress. Did you learn anything new? Have you learned anything new? Have you expanded your knowledge? Have you expanded your skills and your talents? What are you doing to raise your value? What are you doing to raise your vibration? Those are things that you think about when it's a comparison. But again, don't compare yourself to others, because you're an original, just like I'm an original. You compare yourself to yourself is who you compare yourself to. Now, other card that came out, there's 8 of these in total. So this one says, I have the power to create chance. It says, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? So again, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? I have the power to create chance. Next card, I'm doing my best. I am doing my best. And it says, what are the 5 things in my life that I have achieved that I am most proud of? What are the 5 things in my life that I have achieved that I am most proud of? And some of you, something just said write that down in my head. So some of you may want to write that down. And then for this one, I am who I want to be. I am who I want to be. And on the back it says, how much do I trust myself? Do I listen to others more than myself? So again, this is saying you. It's about you. You are who you want to be. You trust what you say. Yes, it's great to get reassurance and things like that, or to see if somebody is on the same page as you. But really, you are the author. You are the writer of your story. So you have to trust that you are making the right decisions when you create your life story. You have to start believing in yourself. Speaking of which, I stand for my beliefs. I stand for my beliefs. And on the back it says, what self-limiting belief have I been clinging to? How would my life be better if I banished this belief? So, no limits is what it's talking about, no limits. This one says, I am in charge of my emotion. And on the back it says, what can I do in the moments I feel powerless? When am I most likely to feel a particular emotion? How can I remind myself of the power I have over my emotion, or should I say emotional state? And then finally, I am courageous and I stand up for myself. I am courageous and I stand up for myself. And on the back it says, what is the most courageous thing I have ever done? How did I show courage in everyday life? I just heard be fearless, is what I just heard in my head. Be fearless. So these affirmations are about believing in yourself, not comparing yourself to others, trusting your instincts, trusting your judgment, and having courage, and staying in control of your emotions. Because don't forget, it's a very deep energy. Water signs are the emotion signs of the Zodiac. So during this full moon, you may find yourself a little more caught up than usual in your emotions, and especially with Pisces energy, which is Neptune, you have to be careful because you don't want to get swept under the water and drown in emotion. Because if you can't control your emotions, that will create chaos around you. Now, let's go into what I call the self-reflection oracle card. And this one asks questions too. Again, I want this reading to be about self-reflection. I want it to be about dreaminess and things like that, but I also want it to be grounded too. And that's what all of this is giving. Now, on this card it says, what am I looking for outside myself that is already within me? And it says on the back, are you looking for more guidance, confidence, peace, wisdom, love, or something else? When we search outside ourselves, we can become overwhelmed, frustrated, and never feel quite good enough. It's time to go inward to find everything you seek. All the answers you need lie within you. Today's soul action. Breathe in your favorite essential oil. Inhale deeply into your belly. Drop your shoulders. Spend some time hanging out with your soul today. Ask for what you need and be ready for the answers. The next card. Am I focused on what I am losing or gaining? And on the back it says, are you going through some change? Are you scared to let go because of what you might lose? What if you shifted your focus from what you might lose to what you might gain? Endings are actually new beginnings. Today's soul action. Today, make a list of all the things you will gain from the change you are going through. Feel your heart, take a breath, and deepen into trust. Amazing things are coming. So with that, all right, next card. It says, what passion am I ready to pursue? What passion am I ready to pursue? And it says on the back, your passions will continually lead you to your purpose. What passions have you put to the side, given up on, or buried? What passion is ready to come alive in you? Today's soul action, write a list of the passions to which you want to give life right now. Then journal how you can incorporate more of what you are passionate about into your daily life. Trust your soul's whispering and let your passions draw you towards your dream life. In order to accomplish your dreams, you have to pursue your passion. You have to pursue it. You can't stay in that dream state. Again, wake up. Now, finally, it says, from whom can I release my judgment right now? From whom can I release my judgment right now? And it says, judgment closes our heart to truth and separates us from love. It binds us to our fear and holds us in shame. On whom are you placing judgment right now? Is it someone in your life? Is it yourself? Release the shackles, drop the expectations, and be grateful for what is. Today's soul action. Look at the person you are judging as if you are looking at a small child. See them learning and growing, falling down and making mistakes. See their desire to be loved and accepted. Add even more grace to open your heart to this truth. When I lift the judgment from myself and others, I uncover my own truth. I am loved. I am whole. I am limitless. And so are they. One thing that I heard during the pre-shuffle when setting this up in regards to judgment, when it was like looking at them and granting grace. I feel the energy for certain people, they're like, well, nobody has granted grace to me. If I did the same thing, no one would grant grace to me. Why should I grant it to them? Valid point. At the same time, why not grant grace to them? What would it hurt to grant some grace to someone that may not deserve it? Quiet as it's kept, none of us deserve grace if we really want to go there. But this is saying, with the judgment, maybe it's time to take a step back from judging ourselves and judging others and give out just a little bit more grace to bring balance and, I would say, feel good emotion into our lives. Now, the tarot cards that came out is Temperance, Sagittarius energy. This is healing. But also this goes back to balance. This is alchemy. This is give and take equally. This is just right energy, meaning that it has to be just right. If you can't get it just right, then you will be stuck in this energy, which is the sun reversed. Something just said to me, if you continue to run away from who you are, if you continue to run away from your destiny, then you will continually stay in an energy that is not happy. Again, take what resonates, leave what does not. The other card that came out is the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. Water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Also the sun is Leo energy. And with the Nine of Cups energy, this is saying that a wish is coming true. This is saying that you were able to let go of something and walk away from it, which is why you're receiving your wish fulfillment. This is also a confirmation that you are balancing things out. Also, something just said to me, you're healing relationships. Some of you, maybe there were some rocky relationships. Now you will use this as an opportunity during all of these retrogrades, especially Mercury retrograde, to maybe heal a relationship or two. Some of you, it could be siblings. I don't know why. The angel wings gave me two people and I thought siblings. So some of you may be specifically healing a relationship with siblings. And then the Lovers came out. Now, the Lovers can be about love in a relationship, and some of those might be healed after or during this full moon in Pisces, but also the Lovers is about a choice. That's what this card originally was. This is Gemini energy. This is about making a choice. If you make the wrong choice, you'll get the Sun reversed. If you make the right choice, you'll get the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Now, bottom of the deck is the Six of Pentacles. This is unexpected. This is one should say, a boost. It can be an inheritance. It can be a job promotion. It can be a job itself. It can be money. It can be, pick whatever it is. It can be many things, but it's something unexpected dealing with Pentacles, the 3D. So Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. And it's coming in during this period. Now, some of you, because I picked this up during the setting up the cards and everything in the pre-shuffle, some of you will find yourselves in an unexpected relationship. I'm telling you now. And it will be very unexpected. It's almost like you were wishing for this type of relationship, but you gave up on it. And then all of a sudden, okay, hold on. I'm trying to see what I'm seeing. I don't know why, and this is so cliche. So cliche. This is in my head though, so whatever's in my head, I just spit it out. There may be a meeting for some of you at a cafe. And as cliche as it sounds, internet, coffee, cafe. For some of you. Obviously not for all of you. I don't even know if people still use internet cafes. I don't even know if that's a thing anymore. But, yeah, internet coffee cafe, coffee internet cafe, I don't know. But something like a hangout spot is what I'm getting. For some of you, it's going to be close to a university. If you're in New York, the university will be NYU. Others of you, it's going to be on vacation. For some of you, don't be surprised if you meet someone over Labor Day weekend, which is kind of perfect because that's when Venus retrograde is ending, which is a good thing because you don't really want to start anything serious up during Venus retrograde when it comes to love or really business or whatever. But yeah, don't be surprised for some of you, obviously not all of you. It might even be just one person. But don't be surprised if you meet someone if you're going on a Labor Day vacation. Or they'll be on a Labor Day vacation in your area and then you meet them that way. But honestly, I feel like it's you going on vacation and you end up meeting them in doing that. Another one, somebody, if you're going to the vacation on the Midwest, this might be at a city that you're stopping over. Like if it's a multi-day trip, for those of you who are driving, there may be some type of connection with someone on the way to the location, meaning that the city or town that you're in, that's not where you're stopping, but that is on the way. For those of you, and it's specifically in the Midwest. So, yeah. There may be a spark there. So yeah, somebody's going to end up in an unexpected relationship with this. Also, something just said to me looking at the sun reversed. If you go into this unexpected relationship with your old energy, I'm hearing boundaries, where maybe you didn't set boundaries in your previous relationships. If you take that energy into this one, it's not going to work. Again, take what resonates, leave what does not. But yeah, that's what I have. I love this energy. It's very, very reflective. It's very dreamy, but also it's grounded. And you have to make sure you wake up. Yes, it's okay to reflect. It's okay to think about the past and the future and everything else. But you have to take action to make things happen. And in order to do that, you have to wake up. And that is your message. Until next time, be blessed.